Hello students, how are you? Welcome to my class. So today I am going to start with the new lesson, that is state government. So first, these are my topics. So first, let me give introduction about the state government. So the Union of India comprises 29 states and 6 union territories. In the textbook, it is 29 states, but at present there are 30 states are there and 6 union territories. So these union territories are under the control of the central government. The state government follows the model of the central government and thus have the legislature, executive and judiciary. So these are the 3 organs of the parliament, that is legislature, executive and the judiciary. So same model means how the central government runs the government, same like that only even the state government also runs. Thus, and the state government has the powers to frame laws or to frame the laws under the state, list and implement them. So some states have 2 houses like the parliament, whereas some states have only the lower house. For example, 2 houses means what? Upper house and the lower house. So according to article, that is 171, which are the states having the 2 houses, that is the upper house and the lower house, that is Karnataka, Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Bihar, Jammu and Kashmir, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana have bicameral houses. Bicameral houses means what? 2 houses. So in whichever the states there are 2 houses are there, that state is that house is called as a bicameral house. So this is about the introduction of our state government. Next, about the state legislature. So state legislature, it composed of the government and the 2 houses. The upper house is called as a legislative council, that is called as a Vidhana Parishad, and the lower house is called as a legislative assembly, that is called as a Vidhana Sabha. And the legislative assembly has representatives of the people, whereas the legislative council has representatives from the various fields. So in the Vidhana Sabha, that is the people are the one who elect the people. Here in the legislative council, they are the representative. Representative means what? The leaders are from the various fields like science, arts, social workers, literatures, in all these fields and all. So that is about the state legislature. So the next one, that is Vidhana Sabha, that is legislative assembly. Vidhana Sabha means what? It is called as legislative assembly, that is Vidhana Sabha, that is lower house. And the strength of the Vidhana Sabha depends upon the population of the state, and maximum number of seats on the population of the states. The maximum number of seats on any Vidhana Sabha should not exceed, means it shouldn't be more than 500 or it shouldn't be below 60. Not more than 500, not below 60. And even the governor, here the governor is the head of the state. So here the governor can nominate 1 member from the Anglo-Indian community. If he feels that they are not represented properly, the members of the Vidhana Sabha if they won't work properly. So what happens, however, the number of seats in the smallest state is less, and in the less, like Mizoram and the Goa, and there are 40 members each. And Vidhana Sabha in Karnataka has 225 members, and 224 members are elected as whereas, and the one member is elected by the governor. That person will be the Anglo-Indian, is nominated by the governor. So this is about the Vidhana Sabha. And the next is about the qualifications of legislative assembly. The qualifications of legislative assembly members. So what are the qualifications a person needs to become the member of the legislative assembly? That is for Vidhana Sabha, that is for lower house. The first main thing, he should be the citizen of India. He should have completed 25 years of age. Should not be employed in any office or a profit of the government. So he shouldn't be a government service. If in case he's a government servant, he has to resign to his job, and should not have punished by any court. He shouldn't be any criminal ever, and shouldn't be unsound mind. Means he should be mentally he shouldn't be any ill person. He should be mentally strong, and should not be an insolvent. Insolvent means he shouldn't be in any kind of debt and should possess all the qualification as decided by the parliament from time to time. So what are the qualifications that person is required to become the member of this Lok Sabha? Those are all qualifications should be there. So these are the qualifications of the member of the Vidhana Sabha, that is in a legislative assembly or in a lower house. And the next one is in a term of office. So how long he will be in his power? How long he will be in his authority? So the members of the legislative assembly, that is in a Vidhana Sabha, are elected for the term of 5 years. And assembly may be dissolved before the expiry of the full term. Dissolve means it can be ended. But on the recommendation of the cabinet, at that time the state will be under the president's rule. If our members do not intend to continue in the assembly, they should submit their resignation itself. To whom? To the speaker. So what here? How long they will be in their authority? That is for 5 years. So within the 5 years, if they want to end their term, they can end. So at that time, the whatever their responsibility work will be there. So whatever the decisions are used to be taken, that decisions will be taken by the president, and the resignation letter should be presented to the speaker. So here in the house, that is in the parliament, that the speaker and the deputy speaker are elected among the elected members of the assembly. So for Vidhana Sabha assembly, the members who are the members are there. Among them, the speaker and the deputy speaker will be elected as in a speakers. So this is the term of office. So how many years they will be in authority? That is for position. That is for 5 years. So within the 5 years, if they want to end whatever the work is there, so they can end. They can submit their resignation to the speaker. So at that time, the decisions and all will be taken by the President of India. Okay. So this is about the introduction. Legislative Vidhana Sabha. What are the qualifications are required to become the member of the legislative assembly and the term of office. So in the next class again I am going to continue with my same lesson. Students, if you have any doubt, queries and all, you all can contact me.